Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob, back for some more Age of Wonders 4. For those of you who missed it, my other series that was kind of running alongside this one, that cheesy archer crit build strategy, that series is all done now, all 25 episodes. So if you, for some reason, have been waiting to watch that until it was finished, feel free to do so. It's all very outdated at this point, admittedly. It was for a not initial build of the game, but a very early build before a lot of exploits regarded to archers and critical hits and hit chance were all patched out of the game. I abused that system to its fullest extent in that game and had a lot of fun doing it. So that series is all done if that's something you are interested in watching but haven't checked out yet. But let's jump back into it for this series as we move on. I can focus pretty much exclusively on this game now until this one is done, and by then I suspect we'll have Empires and Ashes for me to dive into, and I'll check out the new culture in that game, the essentially a dreadnought for those familiar with the Age of Wonders 3 terminology, the industrial tech focused culture. So it will be interesting to see how it differs from the industrious culture that's already in this game. I'm kind of curious to see how that all works out. But yeah, as for this one, the main question from the last episode, after Jormag took a beating at the hands of their own Blizzard, Jormag ended up dying because I forgot that Jormag is not immune to the ice damage caused by the Arctic Blizzard effect that's present in this map. I kind of froze my ice dragon to death somehow. I managed it. I figured it out. If there's a way, I'll figure it out. But the problem now is that not only is this army having to retreat from what was essentially a surefire siege, that city would have gone down. And it might still, but I need to get them back to heal up. They had no reason to stay there because you can't siege a city without a hero. But Purple does have units moving up from the center south into my territory. For some reason, I could swear these cities were controlled by Yellow. I'm not sure why Purple has them now. They should be working together. I hope I didn't make a mistake with the game settings and cause Purple and Yellow to also be at war with each other. That would be a little weird. Let's check the diplomacy overview, but there should be, these two should be on a team. How do I actually look at, let's go in here. We should be able to see there. Yeah, they got an alliance with Yellow, so I don't know how, I don't know why Purple owns territory that Yellow formerly owned unless they lost it to independence or raids by hostile spawners or something. It's all strange. I don't know. But in any case, Purple's got this army here moving up towards my capital city, and I need to do something about that because that army could totally reach and kill my ferries on the next turn, the ferries that I just got. Now, what I think I can do, I have a couple options. One thing, I already know I can get this army over there. They'll be outnumbered. Their enemies will be outnumbered. I will have to. One nice thing is that the ice damage that occurs because they're in the snow is going to whittle down the giants quite a bit. That golem is still a problem. These guys are gold rank. I think this will be a tough battle, and I don't expect everyone to survive. But I'm hoping that I can get away with just losing, like, maybe the Sunder or something. It's worth protecting the ferry because, as several people pointed out, and I actually had multiple people mention this, it was Chris Lighthawk, Michael, and Sarah Feingold all opted for protecting the ferry. And in the case of Chris Lighthawk, pointed out that the ferry's electrical attacks actually pair quite well with the fact that I can make I can use the cloud in a bottle to make the enemy units wet, which causes the electricity to do more damage. So yeah, I think that's probably worth trying to protect. Unfortunately, the ferry, there's no way I can get them protection from the Arctic blizzard, so that's a little bit of an issue. But other than that, it would be a great unit to have at the front line. Also, apparently, Jormag doesn't have protection from Arctic blizzards anyway, so I may as well just leave the two of them together. And then they can both heal up at the same time if they need to. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is move over here. Before I do that, though, Chris Lighthawk made a great point. I missed an important Empire upgrade, which is going to take significantly reducing the movement costs on roads, getting advanced logistics. I always waited too long in Age of Wonders 3 to pick this one up as well, but I'm definitely going to grab that now, because I think, and I'm not sure if this is going to work, I did the math on it, but I think units move a little bit further in their own territory. I'm going to take this Inquisitor and hurry his production, and we're going to see how far... Oops. Oh, I made a mistake. That was the Berserker that was up next. Oh, dang it. The Inquisitor could have made it. I don't think I can buy a second unit on this turn. I meant to flip those two around. Nope, you can't. That was a waste of money and a waste of time. Crap. Okay, well, starting this episode off with a real bang, everybody. I looked at the image for it and thought for sure Inquisitor was up next, but that is... Nope, that is definitely a dude with a big axe. Okay, well, that doesn't really help me, but... I could at least block their path to the ferry, though. That's an option, but I also don't really want this army reforming with that other one down there. With advanced logistics, I think I can get my units into and out of that battle, out of range of this one running up and causing an issue. They can make it as far as this tile here. I think I'm gonna... Let me check. Let me check to see how far the Inquisitor can go, because I have to actually get a unit out there to initiate the battle. I could use the Scout to do it. The Scout may end up becoming a sacrifice. Okay, I think we're gonna go this route, because regardless of what happens, I'm gonna move this army here to at least block the enemy's path to the ferry, or guard the ferry themselves, and just that way the ferry could help in the fight. Both are valid options, I think. Let me see how much movement I have left after moving these guys here. How much movement that Scout has. He's still got 28. That's plenty. I would really like to take these guys out when they're separate from the hero. Oh man, I really wish I didn't screw up and get the unit icons mixed up. Because I wanted the Inquisitor because they have 40 movement as opposed to the Berserkers. They could have totally made it to that tile there. They probably could have even made it a little bit further. All the right ideas and the wrong execution. Well, if I move here... There's a hidden hero in that group, and 2 hidden units. Okay, we can't take that. Now we do fall back to the ferry. I'm glad I checked. Glad Jormag in the area. I can't keep an eye on all this stuff. Okay, so... Yeah, 2 defenders plus a hero. That's suicide. We're going to fall back to the ferry, and at least, you know, now the big Berserker, he actually does have a use, so it wasn't a total waste. I'm going to move him down with the... we're going to move him to that spot, and then I'll move the Scout with the ferry there. And move these guys here. Alright, that at least is a little bit more of a fair fight. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave them there. This army can't move far enough to help. They might push me on the next turn, and I may have to fall back to the capital, but I've got more units coming very quickly out of my capital city, so I think this is probably the best situation. Plus, they're fighting on my home turf, in my icy area. They're going to be taking damage over time every turn. I've got some things going in my favor, aside from the fact that I can't cast spells. So even if they attack me on this turn, I think it's still a battle I can probably win. May take some losses, but I can probably win. Also, this outpost province here, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that to stone walls, because although they could come try to siege it on the next turn pretty easily, Bram's army is like right here, and I could just move them in and reinforce it. So, okay, Yellow's ruler is back. Jormag was forced into the void. AO sent a war party, and my domain has been invaded. All right, well, fun all around. Let's just end the turn and see what happens. I don't think there's anything else I can... Yeah, I've already done pretty much everything I can on this turn. Advanced logistics is going to make things a lot easier. I appreciate Chris Lighthawk for pointing that out. Totally overlooked it. It looks like they are going to make this move. Oh, they pulled in another unit out of nowhere. Okay, risky battle, which usually means I can win it, but with losses. We'll see, though. They've got a hero and 2 fire giants. That's not an easy fight. Let's do manual combat. We're not even going to waste our time with the auto on this one. A lot of times I do tend to handle these battles with a smaller number of units a little easier. It's just less things to keep track of. They're going to... Oh yeah, I get to go first, so I need to find somewhere that's good to defend. I'm thinking this battlefield is essentially the same one that Jormag had, although the angle is not quite the same, because in the Jormag fight in the last episode, there's a bunch of units over here which made this rock face very useful. I still think it looks better than any other alternatives, though, so we're going to go there and try to funnel the giants in and around that area. And I'm going to go ahead and give strengthened and regeneration to as many of these guys as I can right now. The regen doesn't really matter, but I think the strengthened sticks around. Let me double check that. Strengthened. Oh, it does only last for 3 turns. Okay. Well, it still might come in handy. Also, I wanted to clarify with these Inquisitors and any other skirmisher unit, I keep forgetting, and Devin Larson pointed this out in the comments, I keep forgetting that they don't trigger attacks of opportunity. That came up in the last episode, I think, where I was wondering why one of them didn't. It's because no skirmisher does, and I keep forgetting that. So, thank you for patiently pointing out things that I just... in the last Age of Wonders, it was the same way. There were just some things, some game mechanics that, for whatever reason, just never really clicked with me. And I don't really know why I am the way that I am, but that's the way that I am. Alright, we'll end the turn. I want to double check to make sure I didn't miss any other comments. No, it looks like I got all the main important stuff. Oh, yeah, one thing from Chris Lighthawk. Pointed out that when you're going up against shock units, it's important to consider... A lot of times you just, when you end your turn, you just put all your units in defense mode and it doesn't matter. Because defending units can't be flanked. But there is an exception to that. If a shock trooper hits a defending unit, not only do they cancel their retaliation, but they also cancel their guard mode. And since units in this game don't automatically rotate depending on where they were hit from, like they did in Age of Wonders 3, that means that a defending unit that gets their guard broken who is facing the wrong way could be wide open to flank attacks from other enemy units in the area. So that's definitely worth considering when you're fighting shock units. In this battle, it doesn't look like it's going to matter. These two guys are scary. I don't like this. Alright, let's get you guys... Let's get all the range... I want the White Witches there, because they're probably going to do the bulk of the damage to those giants. I want them in a good spot. So that corner is probably as good as it gets. A lot of my units are melee, and I don't like that. I've got a lot of melee going up against a freaking giant. Probably put these guys... Actually, they probably need to be where they can flank and stuff. I'll put this guy in the back and the fairy in the back. And we'll kind of form a line here. Alright, this is about as good as this one gets, I think. And yeah, no spells for me because Jormag is in the void. I'm a little bit surprised Purple took this aggressive approach. Oh, they blinded a bunch of my units. What is that? A fire runestone? It does a fire blast. Okay, that one could be a problem. I think I can kill that pretty easily though, and the other one shouldn't matter. I don't think I'm in its range. Wait, who just hit me? I was looking at the tooltip and not paying attention to the screen. Alright, they got some units that want to run down and around. Yeah, keep taking that frost damage, you jerks. Probably want to get rid of that, but I'm not sure. I guess the fairy could try to deal with it. Because I don't really want that sitting there hitting my units repeatedly. This one can't actually hit anything, so a bit of a waste on their part, but I'll take it. I think this rock is blocking her from hitting that, which is bad. She could use this, but then it's just potentially freezing something that doesn't really need to be frozen. I don't want to run these guys out after it, so I might use that Bolt of Judgment on that. I actually almost don't want to use it on this guy because he's running in by himself, and I kind of would prefer that he did that. Let me move these guys a little bit, and I'm going to try to kind of surround some of my units with stuff that... Let's see, hang on. If I move the ferry here, can I still hit the tower from there? No, I can't. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and take shots at the tower with the ferry for now. You may as well just hit anything that you can whittle down. I don't think I want to use your freeze blast yet. I would prefer to save that for... Well, actually, I could use it on them. But it's only 32% because of adaptive armor. Why does a defender have a 32%? 2 times status protection stacks up to 5 times. Alright, it's from their buffs. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. I had to be much more selective with my freeze because I only have one of these White Witches in this battle. Got a decent chance to stun him, but I think I want to just get rid of that tower right now. Who's most likely to take elemental damage on the next turn? That's a good question. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is use this scout as a little bit of bait, because I think this guy is going to run in and attack the scout, and my scout actually has a chance to hit him a few times here. It won't do a lot of damage, but it's better than nothing, and if he runs in, what I can do is I'm going to move the Berserker back so he can get a chance to get a charge attack. I'll move this guy here so he can kind of protect the scout if the scout gets attacked. In fact, I might move him here into the bush. I like that a little better. And then I will use... Oops, that's not an Inquisitor. Okay, hang on. Change of plans. Inquisitor goes here. These guys go here. I'm going to use their range attack on this thing. Hopefully they land this hit. And then I think... Oh, come on. Alright, well, never mind on that. I don't want to take that firebolt, so fine, just break it. I was hoping I could not use the Bolt of Judgment quite this early, but it didn't work out. Anyway, I think these guys will probably try to go after... Oh, they can't actually go after the scout. Well, I imagine they'll go after the Inquisitor then. Alright. This is okay. I'm gonna need help in the back, though. I guess this Inquisitor can fall back and assist if he needs to, though. I don't know if I can win this fight. This one looks tough. Okay, well, we got regeneration at least, so there's that. The hero has run right up into the middle of everything. But he is supported by a bunch of charging stuff. At least this giant's off by himself. Okay, they keep taking that cold damage. If I can draw this out, we'll be in good shape. I've got a good AOE here that I think it's probably worth using. I would rather kill the little units first and then have the giants to focus on individually. I think I can't think of a better place to drop this than right here. So, like, I could catch the giant in it, but I would rather do more damage to that golem right now. Alright, I think that also destroyed a bush he was standing on or something. Alright, this guy is a little too defensive for my tastes. Okay, this is actually a terrible spot for her to stand. How close can these guys get to reaching her? They can reach her on the next turn. That's not great. Not ideal. I think I'm going to have this guy move up and try to cancel his retaliation. I want to move this White Witch to that spot where these guys are standing. I'm just not sure that I can make that happen. Because this guy kind of needs to go after these shield dudes and work on sundering their defense. Although they're going to sunder my defense too. And they have a much higher chance to do it. Dang, their units are so resistant to everything. Could run up here and kill the archer or do a nice big chunk of damage to the hero. Which this might be a good use of the berserker. Then just sort of split their forces. It will at least get the archer off of me and force the hero to retreat, potentially taking an attack of opportunity. I like this move right here. Let's just take a nice big chunk out of this guy. Okay. So I can't sunder this dude's defense anyway, so... I can do a decent amount of damage to this thing. I think I'm going to go ahead and use the Sunderers for this. Although, maybe it'd be better to use the attack of retaliation on these guys. Yeah, let's do that. I won't be able to get the Frost Witches where I wanted them on this turn. But that's okay. I'll have them do something else. In the meantime, these guys can take... Okay, good. We got a few crits in there. That's very good. He won't do hardly anything. I want him to come over and try to poison this guy on the side. Yeah. Dang. I would have really enjoyed poisoning him because he's being a little too tanky for my taste. If I go here, I could flank attack him, but he could move and attack the scout. He would take an attack of opportunity if he did, though, and expose his back. That would be worthwhile, in my opinion. Alright, and then you, I think... That's the only place I can hit them from. So is it worth doing the damage, but then getting pinned? Probably. Because they're only going to do one hit to me. It could sunder my defense, but I don't think it'll knock any units out of the stack. And I do want to soften them up, so... We'll take that damage. And I've still got my Inquisitor, who... For some reason, we'll do a lot more damage now. I must have sundered their defense a couple times with the scout or something. I'm going to go ahead and take this. Alright. I think that's it. They're going to try to heal their shield guy, and here comes the big giant. Ouch! And Berserker getting his defense sundered. Okay. Not looking great here. We got to do something about that giant that just inserted itself into the situation. I do have another heal, and I definitely want to try to arrange where I can use that on this turn. These guys are flank... Okay, I can kill... Yeah, I want to do that for sure. We're going to try to lower their morale. That's how I win this battle, I think. The giants may not care as much about that. The ally killed... Doesn't really matter as much to them. I would like to move this guy. He's a skirmisher, so he won't take that attack of opportunity. He can move here. I could get him in on the heal. I would really like to flank this guy, if I can manage it. Although I don't know whether killing him or the hero is a better call right now. Because I might be able to kill that hero. I want to get rid of this guy. He's in the way. And the hero is wielding a staff, so they won't trigger an attack of opportunity. And plus, there's this guy down here being a massive pain. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'll move these guys here to engage with the shield person. That uses up his attack of opportunity, and I landed a crit, which is great news. That allows her to move here freely, and then she can do damage to any of this stuff. I think between her and... Yes, I should be able to kill this between the two of them. Oh, easily, actually. Now I kind of want to use her for something else, like trying to freeze something. 59% freeze, 23%, 43% on the giant. That might be worth the cost. Although I think we can wait one more turn. I think it's still... Who do I have left that can move? Is there anybody that can kill that thing? Actually, the Inquisitor could, and still get in range for healing. Depending on where I drop the healing. If I put her here, okay, I think this is not the worst idea I've ever had. The Inquisitor's probably going to die on the next turn if I leave him anywhere near that giant, though. So, yeah, the Inquisitor's dead. I think that Inquisitor's dead regardless of what I do. So I may as well use him to take this out. Then what I can do is move her here, drop a healing right here to give everyone strengthened, and then maybe I get a lucky freeze on the giant. I crit him and slowed him, but no dice on the freeze. Okay. That's fine. I can't count on that kind of thing, so... Now, I could go after the giant and hit him, but I think... do I want to hit the giant or hit the hero? I think pressuring the hero right now is better, because that Inquisitor is dead no matter what I do. So, I'm going to just hit the hero. Unfortunately, he resisted the Sunder defense. And, oh, I've got my Pathfinder here. Maybe I can get the giant to go after him. Why is it not telling me what my odds of hitting him here are? Maybe it's just 100. Yeah, it's telling me what... Okay. Guess it's 100. There goes that Inquisitor. It was nice knowing you, pal. Okay, that's an annoying spot to summon that thing. But I would rather have him back there summoning these things than trying to kill me. Oh, I lined up for that, didn't I? Okay, well, I think I can kill this giant on this turn, so that's at least good. These are all technically flank attacks and crits. Okay, well done, Scout. You're actually pulling some weight here. Alright, I need to take him out before he smashes somebody else. Unfortunately, he just blinded a bunch of my units, so that's a nuisance. Man, I could come pretty close to killing that hero, but no, we're going to kill the giant. Might be able to poison the hero, or there's shield guys down there. Or just provide defense and resistance to my units. should have canceled his retaliation, I think. Yeah, so I could just run straight up to him with these guys and attack him. Is that enough to kill? It is not quite enough to kill. It is very close, but it's not quite there. I wanted to use her to shoot something else, but I guess... I guess I'll take this. Between her and the fairy, that should be a kill. Alright. And I want to move this guy here. And we're gonna kind of... I think this skirmisher might, or sunderer might die here. I'm gonna protect these units from the tower thing. And I guess this Inquisitor, yeah, go ahead and put pressure on him there. We're getting a lot of crits. We're definitely winning the morale aspect of this battle. I think we've got this. I can't say I won't lose anything else, but... Okay, good. He went after the unit that had resistance. And he did nothing important at all. Okay. Might be good. Okay, that giant's gonna charge in. I think the giant's the only thing that has a chance of killing anything else here. If I hit that hero with enough, I might be able to kill him. Or I could take my chances on stunning the giant. Or trying to freeze it. I'm gonna try to kill the hero here. I think it's probably a better choice to kill that hero off. And that berserker can totally take one hit from the giant. He'll be fine. So yeah, let's get aggressive and take this guy out. In fact, I'll move... Oh wait, I can't move. I should have moved there first. I should have moved all the way around and then forced the giant to look the opposite direction to attack the berserker. Can you get a... Nope. Oh, you got a crit. Alright, cool. That scout is actually, like, doing really well this battle. Okay, now... we just need to get rid of the giant man. Which I think I'm going to... just use these abilities to try to freeze or stun him. Okay, we got a freeze. That was a freeze. It doesn't look like it, but it was. Which means I'm going to run out and hit him. I'm going to ignore the tower, because I think if I focus all damage in on that giant on the next turn, I think he's dead. The tower doesn't scare me. The giant's the only thing that can actually kill anything here. Okay, we're going to move the fairy up a little bit to get a better angle. Yeah, just charge him. The giant might kill the skirmishers, not this turn, but next turn if I leave him, if he stays alive long enough. Okay. Now this guy is going to take 3 flank attacks from Inquisitor. That's going to deal a lot of damage. And I can cancel his retaliation again, so I'm going to do that. I think he's dead. Also, the tower went away by itself. Okay. I haven't really... Apparently, I haven't fought frost giants, or fire giants before. We've got this. Yep, he can't retaliate or do anything right now, so he's just going to die. Alright, another one of Purple Army's wiped out. And I just lost an Inquisitor there, but more than made up for it, I think, by killing that many units, and also technically saving the fairy. I don't know where Purple's other army went, but I definitely need to get these guys back down into an area where they can heal, particularly that fairy, so we're going to move everybody down into that fort, I think. Right there for now. How much damage do I have to do to purple before they back off? My gosh. Alright, I can probably get these guys back in my borders on the next turn. I may have to build roads. I might actually do that. I've got the money for it. Bram's army, let's see, we got 2 turns left there. That's probably... I think Morn sent an attacking party after me a few turns ago, so I don't think that's yellow come to retake that city. That's probably Morn's raiding party, so I'm gonna just kind of ignore it and move to defend my outpost for now. And then these guys can all get some much needed healing. Bram's army, man, they deserve... These guys, if anyone deserves a vacation, it's these guys, because holy smokes, they have done some work out here. I do want to leave them a bit more on this side of things right now, because I just knocked out a significant number of units there, and I should have another one done here. In fact, 2 more, so these guys can move on down. And got 1 more Fury coming, and then we'll get right back into it with another Inquisitor and Berserker. The new units that I'm making also have extra buffs from something that I picked up in the combative, I think. Yeah, no, that's not it. Frenzy? Berserker's Rage? Bathhouse bonus? No, somewhere in here, maybe it's hidden, but they're being produced in a... there's a building in the city that's producing them that's giving them... should be giving them buffs to damage output. Maybe it would be in their melee base. It might not say it in here, but they should have... my new units should have higher base damage output now from one of the buildings that are recently constructed. Can look at it. Still getting used to this game's AI versus the Age of Wonders 3. Where do I see city building upgrades? City information. There we go. What building was it that I made? Not Heroes Lodge. Shrine of the War God. That was it. Should be getting War God's Aggression for extra 2 melee damage. Okay, Supergrowth is done. How did I finish that? Or is Jormag back? No, Jormag's not back. How did I finish? Oh, I got the research from winning that fight. Okay. Well, cool. Oh, I like Prelude of Doom combined with everything else that I've got that's focused around morale. I can't actually cast Supergrowth right now, but it's ready. I can make sure I have enough mana for it, which I won't, because mana income is severely depleted when your dragon is in the void and you can't get... well, actually, I guess it's gold that I'm getting off all my items, not the mana. I did get this person's remains. Let's see what we've got here. Those might be good for Bram. Let's see here. And the Locket of Channeling, the Ring of Endurance. Okay, let's sell this. See what Bram's carrying. Specifically for his leg gear. Does he already... oh, he already has those. Okay. And I kind of like his stuff better, so we're going to leave Bram the way he is. Just add more to the Dragon Horde. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, you guys, I want to put... let's see, you 3 in that tower. We'll add you. The fairy's going to end up going with Jormag's group, so I'll leave her off to the side. So you can go in there, and you can go in there. The fairy I want on the side to go east, when she has enough movement to do it in 1 turn. Okay, I think everything is good for this turn. It's mostly just positioning now. Jormag should be back pretty soon. I think it's not next turn, but the turn after, if I'm not mistaken. Let's throw down a quick save here. So I don't want to redo that battle if my game crashes. I actually was pretty happy with the result of that one overall. Losing a single Inquisitor is not really a huge setback when I can build them in just a couple turns. Alright, no signs of movement from the enemy army. I think I've finally beaten them back enough that they've decided to take a little break. I am going to have to leave Bram's army here to deal with that when they come in. It does look like I'm going to get the siege off on that city, so really hope Yellow doesn't come out of nowhere and stop that. Oh, Jormag is back this turn. Excellent. All right, well, let's just get right back into the fight then. I'm going straight after Purple's city again. No time wasted on that. The Fury needs to come down and be part of Bram's group, I think. So we'll do that. But Jormag, you go straight back to the front line. ASAP. All right. And yeah, my mana income, oh, it is suffering right now. That's not good because I really need to be able to cast Supergrowth. Well, I'll get more once the city's raised, so that'll help. Are there structures I can make that would give me more? Spelljammer would actually take mana away. I think there's an Empire upgrade, but I think I'm still a little ways off from it. Cities gain 3 mana for each resource node in their domain. That would be wonderful, but that's a little ways off yet, unfortunately. So we'll just have to carry on. There's got to be another way I can get more aside from just building conduits everywhere, which I don't really want to do right now, because I have other plans for my city. But yeah, I don't see a way to get more other than building more conduits and doing the research. Like if I built 3 conduits, I think you can get build the Mages Guild. I was planning on going for the Farmers Guild in this city. So I don't know, maybe it is worth hurrying production and building another conduit somewhere. Problem is I don't really have a good spot to build one. This will get me more mana if I can manage to take it over. In fact, Bram's army could do that on this turn. I need to clear that anyway, so because once those stone outpost is done, I'm going to annex that gold mine. And yeah, I don't really have any reason not to go do that, so let's take a group that has a fast unit that, actually I think Bram would be the perfect fit for this. So we go here. Probably didn't need to move quite that far, but it's okay. Actually, I can get everybody back in the borders on the next turn because of advanced logistics, which is incredible. We'll move them here. And then, yeah, I won't be able to stand on the outpost, but it does at least have some walls, so they can't, siege it in one turn. And then I'll move these guys here. They just need to be close enough. I want to clear this now while I have the opportunity. No. We do evil things in this game. Probably can auto this? Yeah. Let me make sure... I'm not going to click through each unit individually. I probably owned that battle, so... I was going to check to make sure they all had their movement. But, and somebody did... Wait, no, hang on. Why are they... Oh, because I moved the whole dang stack onto it, not just Bram. That was dumb. Oops. Well... I am somehow managing to make all the right macro decisions, but the execution has been off for the past couple episodes. I didn't mean to move everybody onto that tile. I just wanted to move Bram and leave the others with all their movement. Okay, whatever. Hopefully Purple doesn't have anything big enough to deal with. Bram's army's still extremely powerful. I mean, they survived with everything they survived prior to this point. I don't see a reason to be too concerned about them. I do want to, no, I can't move anybody out of there. Okay, we're just gonna have to leave them there. He's within 3 spaces, so, I guess we're just gonna say this is good enough. I like that. I mean, I don't like how that turned out, but it's about as good as it's gonna get. Let's see, for Jormag's army, what do we want to drop? We need to make room for a couple things. Also, I want to build a road, with the Inquisitor, probably. So, you... Enable road building, yes. And just run right out here. Okay. This will let everybody get in and out of here much faster. It'll let the enemy do the same, but I think I'm kind of transitioning into being on the attack here. And so I'm fine with that. Jormag's still a turn away, but the ferry can get in on this now. I think I'm going to drop... I think it's time to drop the warrior. That tier 1 that's just been hanging out. He's done a good job, but we got to cycle out some units here. And probably the Razorback. Focus on keeping my Frostling units in the group. So the Razorback can hang out for one more turn, but after that he's going to get the boot. Alright, this looks fine for now. We'll add the ferry. And drop the Razorback and this guy on the next turn. Looks good. Alright, we'll take that. Everybody's going to heal up pretty quick, except for Bram's army, because I was dumb. Speaking of Bram's army, I can at least get these guys within range where they can, like, be involved. And these guys too. Just in case something sneaky goes after Bram, we'll give him some extra backup out there. Let's see, we got the two... Hang on, how many healers do we have? We got those two guys. Let's make sure we have another healer in this mix. In fact, I need to make another one. I've been pumping out a lot of military units and not really thinking much about getting more war shamans. Honestly, probably 2 of them. And bump him up in priority. Maybe right after that next Inquisitor. Alright, then who else do we want to add here? We got 3. None. So, but we have a Berserker, Inquisitor. Let's get another Berserker, another Inquisitor, and then probably the Freezy Lady. Okay, there we go. Alright. Well, come on in, whoever's next. And Seer Spire should fall on this turn. And I should get a nice boost of mana. Yep, I was right, that was Morn. And Seer Spire is dead. So be it. I should probably at least see where they are. Okay. They are behind all my enemies. Alright. Well, Bram's got a full contingency of units now, so... He's got a full 3 stacks. I think he's ready to strike out on his own again. I might have Bram go try to siege Morn. Although, leaving the front line, I don't know. Maybe I should just go straight after Casterland. It's right there. Well, first things first, I have 2 invading armies to deal with, so let's deal with them. These guys are kind of in the way right now, but I don't want to fight them. Okay, I did get the stone walls. Let's, hang on, why can't I build the work camp? Oh, no, the work camp's done already. I can just annex it. Yeah, let's build a mine. That'll help with mana. Oh, I got a big boost of mana there. Hey, I can start casting Supergrowth now. That's enough. Yes, that is enough. Let's get that started. Alright, then these guys can... I guess I should deal with this army first. This one's a little bit further away. So, let's deal with the closer group. I'm gonna ignore the Balor and all the other crap sitting there. Alright, let's see if I can do this correctly this time. Bram, you, by yourself, attack that stack, please. Safe battle. I think I can auto this, probably. Yeah, we should be fine. Not worried about a battle of that caliber. I did pick up a free unit somewhere in there. What did I get? I think I got an Ice Witch. Yeah, I think I totally just nabbed a free White Witch. Okay, cool. That's pretty nice, actually. Oh wait, no, it was a Fury. Bram's army had 3 White Witches in it from the start. Okay, you know what? Still good. These Furies have actually been doing some good work for me. I am gonna send this one out to kind of like that middle fort to just be more of a general support, filling in gaps in other armies. Now I need to think about how to redo Bram's army here a little bit. I want to kind of have a balanced group in each army, and everything with how they retreated was also hasty, that things kind of got messy. I will put the best Ice Witch that I have with Bram, and we definitely wanted him to have a healer, so we'll put the best healer with him. And then I think he doesn't have an Inquisitor, so we want one of those. Yeah, do that. And then he's got, let's see, a couple tier 3s. We'll throw another Inquisitor or Berserker his way. Yeah, let's give him, let's see, how many Inquisitors do I have total? I have more Berserkers than Inquisitors, so we'll give him an extra Berserker, because I'd rather have the Inquisitors spread out with other armies. And then this army can be an Inquisitor, a Berserker, a White Witch, a Shaman, a Fury, and let's see, we got another Ice Witch, I think. Yeah, we'll throw another Ice Witch in with them, and then the rest can all stack up to wherever works for them. I kind of think I moved everything sort of incorrectly here, but I don't think it really matters that much. Move them all here, and this is probably good enough. As long as they're all in my territory getting healed, that's more or less what matters. Yeah, okay, we're fine. I'm fine with that. I'm not going to micromanage that anymore. I think they're all good. These guys are going to come running in. They might actually be dumb enough. No, they can't quite reach me to attack me. They may just try to siege down the city walls, which is not going to end well for them. Prelude of Doom. Target enemy army gains demoralized for 1 turn. That's done. Oh. Need to select a new research. Marching Winter. Okay, this one... Target friendly city starts altering terrain into Arctic. Okay, so at some point in my comments, somebody told me that this spell will actually turn mountains into, like, flat snow terrain, essentially. Can anyone verify whether that's correct? Because if it is, that is not good for me, because I'm relying on mountain ranges on both sides of me to funnel units through that choke point. Otherwise, this would be a pretty good spell for me, aside from the whole Jormag can't heal in the snow thing. This is a good combat spell. I'll pick that up. Burden of Guilt. What's that? Target enemy army. Sustain spirit damage and loses move points. Ooh, that could be handy in specific situations. Both of these are good options. I'm going to pick this one, I think. No, actually, no, this one pairs too well with all my other race transformations, and it researches faster. I'll take that. Okay, this outpost is now fully upgraded and good to go. That's what I like to see. What are these guys standing on? I can't tell what... It's a rainbow clover. Food and happiness. Doesn't really benefit the outpost, so... I was thinking about ditching the forester. I don't know if you can actually ditch an outpost province, though. Yeah, I'm not really sure if you can do that. If anyone knows, like, say I wanted to drop the forester and pick up, I don't know, the clover field down there. I don't actually want to do that, because the forester blocks things off, but if I did want to do that, is there a way to do that? Because I'm actually not really sure if there is. Well, I gotta remember I have Ritual of Alacrity too. I can make use of that. I've been forgetting about that. Okay, Jormag, you can rejoin your troops. Congratulations. Okay, we're gonna get the Razor back out of there. I want you to move basically as far as you can while still staying in friendly territory because a lot of people still need to heal. I want Jormag to be with that fairy. They need to be close together so that the fairy can take advantage of Jormag's Ice Breath. So who can I swap out here? I'm going to drop the Fury. Put them here. And I'm going to put Jormag here. And I think that's actually probably fine. Yeah, everybody else is pretty good. They've got healers, a nice balance of units. Now we're good with that. We're good with that. I will move these 2 units here as, again, being like general backup support. And then on the next turn, Jormag's army should be healed up enough to where I can make another run at purple. And this time I can hit him a lot faster on account of the road and advanced logistics, which I now benefit from immensely. Also, how is the estate hall coming along here? Is that actually worth hurrying the production on at this point? I think it is. I think it is, to get a few turns, because... Wait, hang on. Is my city growing again? It is. Okay, the fairies thing is done. It says it's 4 turns away. We're going to go ahead and buy that estate hall. And then I think I can get the Farmers Guild now. Workers Guild. What's the Farmers Guild? Okay, there it is. It requires 4 farms. Okay. I can do that. I can spend some Imperium to get a farm down here, which I was planning on getting anyway. Yeah, let's do that. Because eventually this is going to be a tithe collector here. So I will get that extra farm where I'm planning on putting it regardless. And then I can begin production on the Farmers Guild. That's going to take quite a few turns, but it will be worth it. Because this city really needs the growth. Alright, I'm good with that. Frostidale's turning out pretty well. Once that's done, once the Farmers Guild is done, I think I'll switch that to a mine. I may put a 4th farm somewhere else, but I really want this tile here. I really want this tile here. So there's a lot of things I want right now. I might put another farm down here just to get more out of the Farmers Guild. It'd be generally good to put them wherever I can kind of fit them. But yeah, well, that's all problems for future, Bob. We did get another hero. Inspect, what do you got? Nothing great. Other than that, okay, we got a Horn of Plenty now. I've been wanting one of those for a while. Bye. Okay, so who needs that more? Jormag actually can heal units himself. So I think I'm going to... I'm going to close that. I think Bram's going to take that Horn of Plenty. He's just got a fairly crappy Spider Hatching Bell. I would rather he keep that Wand of Lightning Strikes. The Spider Hatching Bell has been useful a couple times, but Bram can also summon an Elemental. I think I'm going to switch that out with the Horn of Plenty. Bram's army has been in dire need of healing for a while, and if they go on the offensive again, they're going to need it more. So we have to confirm that. And close. Okay, good. A Horn of Plenty. I wouldn't mind finding another one of those for Jormag's army, too. Those are really good items. Basically, faster healing for your units. I want to get you in that outpost. We're kind of just building up an excess surplus of units now. It won't be long before I have another big enough army to merit another hero. Chris Lighthawk did mention there is a building I can build to get another hero. I've kind of had my eye on it for a while, but I really want to get the food growth situation in my city sorted out first. So I want to put the work into getting that estate hall done. I'm going to move you all the way down here and kind of get you... Yeah, we'll just start... I'm just going to start piling up extra units around this outpost so that when I do get another hero, I have another 3 stacks for them to lead. Hopefully my economy can keep up with that, because I'm kind of pushing my economy to its absolute limits lately. Well, at least mana. Gold I've been pretty good on for a while, but... Alright, I see a lot of units in that area, but I'm not worried about it. We're just gonna charge in and... Oh, speaking of charging in, that's what these guys... Wow, poor decision. Let's auto this and see if we can get away with it. We can. I took more damage than I probably needed to, but for the sake of time, we're just gonna let that go. I'm just gonna let that slide. Okay, this time I got a free Frost Witch. I'll always take those. Matter of fact, see, I've got 1 in each army. I got 2 in that army. Yeah, they got enough, but this kind of center group doesn't really have an extra one, so that's where I'll probably put her as part of the build-up towards future armies. Okay, so yeah, Bram's army won that one pretty easily. Wait, hang on, there were... Oh, no, wait, I killed the other group myself. Okay. Well, I guess they kind of need to advance, especially since I just took out the groups that were coming from behind me. I should have some time before more show up. So, I think, yeah, let's push the advance here. I'm gonna move Bram's army towards Casterland. We're gonna move down along that road, I think. But before we get to that road, I want to probably put everybody here. Let's see, can I build my own road to kind of connect some things up a little differently here? I should be able to. All right, why don't you build a road down here and then over to here. Road building should still be on. And then that should already have a road on it, I think. Not 100% sure. We'll go ahead and... Oh wait, it did. Does this count as my territory if I'm sitting on it? Clawmark Cave, 2 mana per quarry and city domain. Well, that would be nice if I could connect it to my capital, but... I don't know if this technically counts as my territory if I'm just sort of sitting on it. Let me move a very injured unit onto it and see. You should be able to. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it does. Okay. Well, that's perfect, because then we can move up further. Just be as aggressive as possible. At this point in the game, I think. We'll move everybody as far down here as I can. Bram's army. And just stay just in my borders so that everyone can get all nice and healed up. And then we'll make a run at that city in a couple turns here. Purples should be sweating a little bit. I think right now yellow could come in and mess stuff up. But I'm hoping I can take... Because these cities are very close. And purple, I don't like them expanding westward like this. So if I could kind of cut them off and maybe cut the 2 of them off from each other, that could be pretty good. Okay, now I can select a new research. None of these really... I don't really care that much about any of these. Summon Banshees are technically against the rule of my challenge, even though they do ice damage, but they're technically against the rules of my challenge because I limited myself to summoning frost and water elementals. Unleash Beast doesn't really help me a lot either because I don't have much in terms of cavalry or animals. Totem of the Wild, which spawns animals in combat. That's probably the most useful of these. I know that's technically kind of a summon. That's stretching the rules a little bit, I think, but I need to research something in here, so... And that's not a bad spell. It's also a combat spell, not an overworld spell. I'm gonna say this is okay. It's not really a whole lot different from using, like, the hero summons. I may be stretching my own rules a little bit here, but that wasn't really specifically specified either way, so. For those of you who have forgotten or are not familiar, I'm playing with a lot of self-imposed rules on this series. I'm kind of role-playing as the Ice Dragon archetype. So, yeah, I'm not allowing myself to do certain things or summon certain things that wouldn't make sense with that archetype. Alright, well, Jormag's army is good to move forward. I think I'm gonna... Let me get another Inquisitor down here. I kind of want them... I think I want them here. Now, you know what? Right on the city center is fine. Let's get the scout off of that and start building a better army here. I'm also going to move the Razorback out and switch him for the Archer, since they are actually of my Icebrood race. Let's see, it looks like Bram leveled up. What do we want next? Oh, he could basically get the Lightning Wand as an ability, so I could use another item. I kind of also like the idea of Blinding Magic and Resistance and Weaver. Oh yeah, but I was transitioning Bram into an army leadership role, that's right. So we're going to give, yeah, I want defensive training on everyone. Okay, perfect. That's great, because they're getting ready to go on a warpath. And we captured somebody else. What do you have? Another Horn of Plenty. It's my birthday. It's not actually my birthday, but it feels like it. So we just execute. So remains. I think honestly, I'm getting more gold income from hero executions than I am from actual income or my dragon sword. So what do we want to drop for that Horn of Plenty? I think the spider egg, the tier 3 spider, it's a random tier 2 summon. I'm finding it difficult to know when to use those, though. And I really like Jormag having extra health, and the Cloud in a Bottle is basically non-negotiable. I think we're going to drop that spider egg. I can't believe I'm dropping a free combat summon, but I really like that extra health on Jormag, and I'm going to start upgrading Jormag's defenses to make more use out of the health, because that's part of the problem. Jormag's, even with all that health, a little glassy, because Jormag just doesn't have quite the level of defense and resistance that I would like them to have. So we're going to put the Horn of Plenty. Actually, I don't need the Horn of Plenty right now. I don't need it on Jormag right now, because nobody needs to be healed. Everybody's at full health, so I can put it on any time after that I want to. Alright, the fastest route to that city is straight down this way, so that's the way we're going to go. Move you guys here, move you guys here. Hello, Purple. I see you're trying to restock. It looks like they're not doing bad. Oh wait, but I want to get onto that tile in the snow. Okay, I don't think they'll attack me on this turn. My army should be too powerful. But on the next turn, I'm going to move into the snow. Jormag hopefully can... Oh man, I can't quite actually initiate the siege. I sort of moved wrong. Well, I could initiate the siege on this side and then move into the snow on the next turn. As long as Jormag stays adjacent to the city, the siege continues, so that's all I really need. Alright, another War Priest guy, War Shaman. Free City declared war on you, that's no surprise. Lots of that going around, it seems. Alright, how much more can you reinforce? I'm hitting that purple now in 2 different spots. I've got to assume they can't hold everything. You embody malignance, yet your insatiable ambition has you working on your next scheme already. Okay. That sounds terrifying. Augment... I didn't really read all of this. I just met Augment Bram, your Dreadmaster, with the blood of Frost Citadel's young. Bram levels up twice, though, And Jormag gains enough experience to level up. No, let's just be more evil. I'll take those levels. We don't really need draft in the capital right now anyway. I've already got kind of a surplus of units, so... Okay, so Bram and Jormag both just leveled up. Jormag's the one I want to check first, because I need defensive stuff on Jormag. Dragon Scales. More frost resistance, that'll be useful, and more general resistance. I'm just going to pick that up. I'm not even going to look at anything else. Jormag needs that. Man, if only you could move just a little bit further. Because I would much rather be on the frost going into this, especially now that Jormag has more frost resistance. But the only way I can initiate the siege on this turn is to move here. They could counterattack me on a forest tile, and I don't really want to fight in a forest. I would rather fight on the snowy plains. You know what? Slow but steady. They'll come after me if they want to, but I can get everybody on the snow and fight on my terms. I would rather do that than take any sort of risky moves going at a different angle, because I think my army's better suited to open field combat anyway. And they're much better suited to fighting on the snow now. So, yeah, like I said, we'll take the slow and steady approach. I just have to remember to be more careful with Jormag moving forward. I could probably use... No, this is fine. I think this army's... They're sufficient. I wouldn't mind moving onto the mine and sieging it just out of spite, but this is good for now. Okay, and then Bram leveled up twice. So we get strength training I want next. Buff army damage output, and then endurance training to buff army hit points and status resistance, yes. Now with all those buffs, I probably want to think more carefully about who Bram actually has in his army with him. He's got 2 berserkers. You know, that's fine. That's fine. That's a good group of units. All right, I guess it's time for Bram to charge. If Jormag's charging up there, we may as well charge down here. Although Bram's army, wait, hang on. Why do they have so little movement? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to move them onto that mine because they're pretty much fully healed. And we're going to pillage it. And that'll get them more health anyway. Alright, my only concern right now, I think I've got all my bases covered except for yellow. If they were to surprise me by like sending a bunch of units out of that cave, that could screw things up. But otherwise, I think I've got all my bases covered. Oh, she cast Burden of Guilt on me. That's why they lost a bunch of movement. That doesn't really matter. Hostile army from Silnira sent a war party? Where is that? I just need to know what direction to expect stuff to come from. Is it underground? I don't see us. Oh, wait, it's this right here. Okay, they're becoming right past where Bram is, actually. Alright, I'm not worried about it. We're getting enough backup out here that I think it'll be fine. Probably. Oh, there's their counterattack. Okay, risky battle. I'm glad I moved on to the snow for this one. That is a lot of knights. How do they keep coming up with the funding to make units this fast? Guys, slow down. All right, we're just gonna do this one manually. Just keep feeding me hero items, please. Thank you. Okay, Jormag's gonna take 1 damage from that. Okay. Good to know. So I just need to win this battle within 139 turns, and we're good. Right, we've got the biggest concentration of knights is right in the middle. Heroes are spread along the 2 sides, with more of them down on this side. Fortunately, I do have my good setup again. I've gotten this battlefield multiple times recently, and I'm going to use it the same way that I did last time, just hopefully be a little more careful with Jormag. Let's move up. And I don't really need to strengthen anyone just yet, so we'll hold the healers in reserve for now. And just kind of bunch everyone up in the middle, I think is the way to do it. If I bunch up, they'll bunch up, and then I can do like mass freezes and use the AoE on the fairies to do a lot of damage. Move you guys over here. Archers here. And more ice witches there. Okay. This looks good for the most part, I think. Move you up here. Jormag can kind of go here. I'm going to put Jormag in pretty much the same spot. I'll just try to make sure they have more backup. Okay. Everybody's good, I think. Good as they can be right now. Whoa, hello. Okay, hello. That happened fast. Was a little problem down there. Was not expecting 2 heroes to port directly behind me. I haven't been very good about studying the heroes prior to each battle. Mostly just for saving time's sake, but clearly I might be wrong about that calculation. Let's see if I can freeze these guys. 28%, 28%. Not good odds. I gotta get people down there to help. One thing I can do is move her here. And then I can drop a heal on everybody. And is this guy close enough to do the same? No, he could only heal the ones on the edge. Okay. There's not a whole lot else she can do because she's only got 1 action point left. So I'm just going to go for that lucky freeze on one of these 2. Probably the one further away because I think I can pressure. Oh, I got it. Okay. I can pressure the one that's closer and they can't fight back. Slowed him once. Let's sunder some defense. Make this hero pay for this trespass. I can move you here. And we're just going to send you barreling on down. Yeah. You're just dead. It was unwise. It did catch me off guard, but in the long run, not very wise. They can come charging in and hit anybody pretty hard on the next turn, and I'm sure they probably will. Unless I can manage to freeze that unit. Which I do have a spell that could maybe do the trick, but it would require getting a little lucky. No, I think I need to reposition here. I could go out and make an aggressive move on these guys. Try to hit them and freeze them. But I'm concerned about the iron golems that are sort of mixed in with that group. Although this does seem like a tempting place to drop that. You know what? I'm going to not use Cloud in a Bottle right now. If I move Jormag to here, that... No, it still doesn't quite get them all. Basically, I have to move right up next to all those charging knights, and it's a risky move for Jormag. I think instead I'm going to summon the spider on this turn. And we'll just try to harass them and weaken them with other units. I do think I'm still going to drop this right here. Because I would like to weaken the knights so that they're not doing their full damage output. But I think for the moment, let's get that spider in play right in the middle of everyone's way. Okay, good. And he can also do an AoE. Maybe I'll get a lucky immobilize? No, but that's okay. I do still want to do this. And let's see. Do I have any other spells that could... Probably should have done this first. Okay, now I'm going to try to freeze and stun those things. I've got units up here that can help with that. Make sure they can't get rushed by anybody, and I think they're okay. Let's move here. I'm going to move this Berserker forward, I think. Move you here. And let's start trying to, like, freeze these guys, disrupt them, slow them, just do anything I can to ruin their day. I want this Berserker to just sort of block this pass in. I want you here on defense, actually, to provide resistance to some of the units that are in the front. Particularly that fairy, who could get charged by a knight right now. Unless I move the Berserker here, which I probably will do. Yeah, I'm not gonna be super aggressive here. I'm gonna kind of just try to hit him with as much debuff stuff as I can, while putting other units in the protective range of this thing. Okay, from here you've got a decent enough shot at this guy. Let's take it. And let's see, I didn't freeze him, but I think I can still try to stun him. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I got a stun there. She's a little vulnerable. I don't like where I left that Ice Witch. As multiple guys could chase her down. Okay, I need to try to stun another one of them. That was maybe a unwise decision. Let's see if we can get that one. I have a higher chance of stunning him. Okay, now only one guy can charge down the White Witch. I could actually lower that, but I would expose the fairy to an attack, and actually he still could hit the White Witch regardless, so that's not necessarily a good alternative. I will leave this guy back here, ready to heal, because I'm probably going to take a little bit of a beating on the next turn. Where are you, and who can you reach? I have a chance to freeze him. He's not already stunned, is he? He's just condemned. Okay. Trying to buy myself as much time as I can. Okay, there we go. That's a freeze. And this guy here, don't have as high of a chance. But these three in the front are at least stopped for now. I will go ahead and use this, because I'm probably going to want to use his melee attack on the next turn. Excuse me. Still got allergy issues ongoing. It's a shame, because I absolutely love fall. It's probably my favorite season, but my allergies certainly disagree. Alright, guys. I think they triggered Berserk mode on that guy. I can probably keep him alive. I've got enough healing around. Ooh, that didn't feel good, though. Alright, I really don't want to lose units on this push. But they have all gathered themselves up so nicely for a big AOE. Just a giant freeze, maybe. Alright, let's try to get some healing down. I have plenty of healers here. Jump doesn't trigger attacks of opportunity, does it? I don't think it does. Alright, well, let's just dump a bunch of healing on this group. I don't see anything else I would do with those healers right now. This spider is probably going to be sacrificed. I'm actually going to put this spider over here. Just to do something about this group, because they kind of hurt me. Jormag, I want you to hit everybody with a cloud in a bottle. Preferably everybody except your own guy, which I'm not sure if I can actually avoid that. But if I move Jormag up here, do a cloud in the bottle, and then a freeze, I could get so much stuff. In fact, if I could move Jormag to where the Berserker is, that would be even better. But I would basically be killing the Berserker if I did that. It might be worth it, though, because this would be such a perfect spot to use that from. I wish I could just somehow teleport him out, but I actually can't do anything with that Berserker. He's just stuck. So I guess the second best thing is this angle. This is going to hit my Berserker. Oh, you know what? I actually don't know if I like that angle as much. Hang on. Let me back that. Undo that. Yeah, let's do it from here. And then I think after that, then maybe I move up and do the big breath attack. Because I don't really want to hit my own units with it. Alright. It wasn't maybe as perfect of a setup as I wanted, but I did land a freeze and multiple slows. Now, Jormag is once again a bit vulnerable here. It's, in fact, Jormag's standing on essentially the same rock that I died on last time. So I need to make sure I support and do as much damage to the other units in the immediate area or anything that threatens Jormag. Fortunately, I do have more resistance now, but most of this is physical damage, so still scary. Let's see, you're frozen. Two of you are not. I probably want to focus on the units that have more health. These guys are getting a bit worn down. Can I deal with this guy and get that Ice Witch freed? Get you around behind so you can support Jormag going forward. Also, I might drop another... Oh, wait, no, I've already used that heal. Let's get that hero dead down here so I know how many units I can move up to help in the middle, where most of the fighting seems to be taking place. I might actually need her to come back up and... Let's see, I could do... Oh, I could drop another Condemned. There's still a lot of units bunched up here. I should have done that before spreading them all out, but... Or Cause Despair. Both are good options. I think I would rather drop Condemned, though. Just to make it more likely for those freezes to land. Probably land it right about there. Right there, I think. Because I've got units here that can attempt to freeze, I think. I don't see a better thing for that fairy to do, but try that knight quite a bit. Maybe I don't have as many units up here that can freeze or stun as I thought. But Condemned will carry over into future rounds, so it's still not the worst thing. I think Jormag is going to have to tank a fair amount of damage here that I'm not really thrilled about. Fortunately, Jormag's got 2 stacks of regen right now, so does the Berserker. So they're not in terrible shape. I think I would rather try to knock out one of that guy's horses. Or boars, whatever they're riding on. May move him up here to kind of give everyone some regen, or resistance. Yeah. Knock out one of your boars. Alright, let's try to deal with this hero. I'm not going to trust to the freeze, I'm going to trust damage output right now. So, you two attack. You attack. Whoops. I actually thought he was an archer. That's okay. He's going to die anyway. Okay, one more hero down. And we can mess those archers up a fair bit. I want you up here to give resistance to those people. And you can just shoot a lucky shot at that guy. There's really nothing else for you to do. Okay, nice crit there. I'll take that. And which archer do I have selected now? You guys. There's not really any shot that I want them to take. They have a chance of killing him, but they could hit a friendly too. I'm going to take that risk. Maybe I can roll a couple lucky 50s. Got it. I think one was technically a graze, but it still did the job. Okay, this group took an absolute beating there. And Jormag only has spaces where 2 units can attack from, unless they kill the Berserker. So I think Jormag's fine. They're at full health too, with 2 stacks of regen, so I think I'm good. I might lose that Berserker, it's possible, but I actually don't think I will. Yeah, see, they're kind of like trying to heal up all the damage I just did on the last turn. Oh, never mind. Gosh, that's a melee unit. Okay. It's fine. I can replace units. I can bring in backup pretty easily at this point. So losing some frontline units isn't the end of the world. I just need to get this siege. Man, I'm glad this is a tough battle. I'm glad I fought this one on the snow. Okay, I think Jormag's got a pretty good dragon tail swipe lined up right now. Yep. I need to get all those knights dead. Jeez. Alright, well, this is a fairly obvious tail swipe right here, I think. Unless I want to go specifically after that hero. That hero did a ton of damage to the Berserker. They're a charge attacker. they'll displace when I hit them. Unless I can eat them. I don't think that works on heroes. I think I'll just do the tail swipe. I don't think I'll find a better spot to use it. Wait, why did I just take a hit? I didn't move. Why did Jormag just take a hit when I did the tail swipe? I don't like that. Alright, I gotta get units over to help over there. I do not want to lose Jormag again. Alright, let's wrap this up down here so that I can move as many units as I can to the front line. In fact, I'm going to start moving some anyway, even though that's not completely wrapped up, because this is getting a little bit out of hand over here. I'd like to freeze that one, I think. Slowing is the second best thing, so I'll take it. You guys, I really need you to kill this golem so that you can... Let's cancel his retaliation. So that you can go move on to other things. I could try freezing with her. I'm gonna punch through this guy, I think, here. Just not enough. Okay, what I could do is a little bit of damage with him. That should be enough for the Berserker to finish him off. I move this guy here. He could take an attack of retaliation. Maybe I could freeze the guy. Okay, I got the freeze. Then move here. Get a few free hits. These iron golems have broken through to my squishier units. And this stuff on the side is not showing any sign of going down anytime soon. I need to get rid of those iron golems. They are a big problem right now. Unfortunately, losing that Berserker over there kind of hurt. And Jormag is actually in danger now, again. I think this guy's at least frozen. But Jormag could take a lot of hits from him and a big hit from that hero. I think the best thing to do is try to knock out one of the golem's units to lower his damage output so he doesn't get 3 full hits on Jormag. It's acting like I'm not going to take an attack of opportunity from him if I move. Does he have... But he has status effect immunity, so there shouldn't be any reason why he can't. What can you do? You could kill one of these guys. Okay, maybe a hit to morale would be good here. Let's do that. That did send some of their morale into low. Can't freeze him. Probably can't freeze the hero. So I think doing damage to the robot's probably best. Alright, I want all archers on deck against that golem. I can't risk losing Jormag again. I need this siege to work. We have to make We have to keep the pressure on if I'm going to make progress here. Wouldn't mind poisoning that one out on the edge over there. I'm going to move them back. I might take a hit. Okay, I don't really know why I didn't take a hit from those guys, but I guess that's okay. Because then I'm just going to shoot at them. Okay, we knocked out one of their robots. I might be able to knock out two. Because lightning weakness. Okay, didn't quite get it. Who else do I have that can potentially shoot at that thing? Would you do more damage with that? Or with the, no, 2 regular attacks would be better. I just need to knock out one more robot, is all I really want. I think you are better off kind of protecting everybody here, including Jormag, perhaps most importantly. Can I don't think I'm going to be able to knock out one more. I'm going to take the chance with this guy and try to poison that knight. No, I didn't get it. All right. I could try to freeze that knight. Okay, good. I got that. That helps this guy out immensely. I think he is probably still going to die, but he'll at least die not as quickly. All right, hang in there, Jormag. You got this. Ooh, what just hit me? Glad I had that guy giving the resistance buff to everybody. These battles are getting a lot more difficult. There's just too many tier 3 units in play now. Okay, Jormag's hanging in there, but didn't really want them to be the sole frontline person. Okay, take that frost damage. This army is just getting the crap beaten out of them. There's just too many tier 3s. Okay, fortunately, one guy down here went down. Who do I want to bring up? Can you kill the archer? If you move here, because I would rather you do that and move both of the melee guys and my archer back up. Please kill him. Okay, good. Alright, I'm going to have this guy run around the outside edge there. Probably the Berserker too. Because I think they'll do more good out here. Just get them into the fray. He can try to stun something. I do have more freezes at the ready. I think I'm out of spell casting points, though. I'm out of mana is what I'm out of. This might be a good time for Terrifying Gorging. 35%, 43%. Your status effect resistance is a problem. So I could kill him, but that just opens up a new route for something to get at me and hurt me. Okay, I think I want to do this. You out that way. If I can, stun this guy. It's a 53% chance to stun him. If I stun him, these guys could run around. I'm going to try that. Okay, no dice on that. So I'm just going to try to kill him the old-fashioned way. I really want that Iron Golem out of there. And I need an AOE if I've got it. Where's my fairies? You can do that again? Okay, perfect. I would love to drop that right... Ooh, both spots are good. I think I actually would rather have it there. Thank goodness. Okay, that helps a lot. Now, should I use you guys to kill the golem? The archers can't quite do it. Close as they are. I think what I could do is use these guys to kill the golem. They won't, I mean, not to kill it, but to lower it enough to where the archers can deal with it. Okay. And that leaves her open to do a freeze or something. Probably need to freeze those guys over there, although they're not gonna do a ton of damage. Maybe, actually, you know what? Let's just go for the hero. Okay, freezing them is fine, or slowing them is fine. Jormag can do a lot of damage to that hero here. Just trying to decide if it would be better to go for the terrifying gorging on this other thing. Because if it resisted, it just deals 30 physical damage, which is still probably enough to kill that unit, but it does leave the hero alive. If I can kill the hero on this turn, that's probably a better decision. Because I don't think they have enough stuff that can kill Jormag. Because that guy's frozen back there. Who's left? This guy can move up to... Wait, is he... No, this guy didn't freeze or stun, right? He's just slowed. So I probably want to move up. And I might just guard with this guy. That way, either unit that moves... No, I'll just hit him. We'll just deal damage. Lowered his morale to very low. Okay, that's good. Probably need you to stay on defense. I want all the protection for Jormag possible. So yeah, stay on defense there. Okay, I can get my archer back into it. Okay, good. We landed a crit. We needed that. Morale is falling on the enemy's side. Next unit. You just have to shoot at something, basically. You have a much better chance from here, so let's take it. Put down some more damage on that hero. I think Jormag can now kill the hero. Yes. It can. I'm doing it. I don't think Jormag's in danger of dying here. Although I said that last time, and I was very wrong. Probably best to move... Wait, which person was that? Okay, I'm gonna move them up a little bit and see if I can freeze the knight that's on the side. Okay, got him frozen. 1 second. And turn, I think, is the only thing left. Oh, wait, I've still got this guy. Why don't you move here and give resistance to a few more units? They do have, most of the remaining units are casters. A few are retreating. In fact, everybody is retreating except for the golem. We'll see if we can chase them down. A lot of them are slowed, though. They're kind of retreating in the wrong direction. The idea of retreating is to run away from the enemy. Apparently they didn't get the memo. That Iron Golem certainly didn't get the memo. They don't care. Well, you're not going to be able to really do anything. I'll just have you go this way. You certainly could, though, if you could manage to freeze somebody. Let's see, Jormag, if you moved there, I think you could Ice Breath a whole bunch of stuff without hitting my stuff. Or no, I guess there would be a better spot. Maybe we can get a couple more lucky freezes. Oh, hey, that guy's getting away. We don't want that. I almost lost track of him out there. I'm gonna undo that move. Well, it's not the worst move. Alright, go here. Any tiny bit of damage I can drop on him, I'll take it. Maybe I can freeze him. Okay, I slowed him. He's not getting away. Alright, let's do something about that golem that's kind of inserted itself right into the middle of our business here. I don't know if I can kill it. Maybe with her? Odds are low. Let's just drop this on him. There's got to be somebody else that can hit him. I just need the tiniest shred of damage on him. I think I can get it. I just, the problem is this guy's kind of in the way, and he's blocking line of sight for a lot of units. I will take this 65. There we go. I still can't quite get him. Well, I know there's somebody else here in this area that could help. Okay, this guy could do it. Although I kind of wanted him to go after that person who's running away. Is there anybody else? Anybody at all? I know you can attack, and I know you can move. Okay, these guys. I thought there was somebody else. I think between the two of them, they can just take this thing down. There we go. Alright, now we gotta chase down all the fleeing people. I'm gonna try to stun him so that he can't run on the next turn. I got him. Okay, then I can just beat him up with those two. So that guy's not getting away. I will send you over here. Try to drop some poison on people. Whittle down their health as they're running. And also I've got the fairy now. Perfect. We'll just take this opportunity to lay down a bunch of damage on him. Alright. I think I can get all of them. Oh, he did manage to get away, even though he was slowed. Dang. Might have played that a little differently if I'd have known he could reach. Hopefully he just died. What is the most damage that I can do to that guy? Probably, it would be a good idea to probably strengthen everybody, I think. I may have positioned them wrong to do that. Yeah, I did. I should have... Well, hang on. I can undo it. Okay. This looks fine to me. We'll give those 4 a buff. That'll help their damage output. Then Jormag can go move. And I need to focus pretty much all firepower on this one here. I think I slowed him there. Yeah, he's slowed. Even have a chance to freeze. Didn't get the freeze, but he's slowed. I don't think he can reach. No, he can. Dang. They're all just close enough. Yeah, well, I'm just going to use the fairy on that one. I think the other one's going to get away. Oh, maybe we have another chance. We could try to freeze it again. There we go. Now he's not getting away. And there's no way that one is. So I guess we can run out here and make sure this one doesn't get away. Oh, this guy's very dead. And you're just chill out, buddy. You're not involved in the rest of this. Alright, I guess Jormag can get the final kill on this one. A little well-deserved revenge. Unfortunately, Jormag is not going to heal as long as they are standing in that icy territory. I took quite a beating on that one. Lost 2 Inquisitors and a Berserker. Hopefully they cannot launch a large counteroffensive again already. They are just... Purple just has so much stuff. Alright. Yeah, Jormag and the Fairy are not going to heal as long as they're in this territory, which is unfortunate. But I think I'm going to proceed with the siege anyway. I have to believe that Purple eventually is going to run out of crap to throw at me. Oh my gosh, there's more up here. Oh, it's that hero that did... Oh, she hid in the cave. Okay. I think my extras can deal with her, although I kind of wanted them to go to Jormag. So... Bram's army is not really being opposed as far as I can tell. I'll probably need to take advantage of that. I almost feel like Jormag's army needs to back off again after that fight. I don't know. What do you guys think? We're going to wrap this episode up here, so let me know what you think. Should I back off with Jormag's army, or should I just assume that Purple is about out of backup and they can't send? Because if they send another stack at me of that size, casualties will be a much more severe with the army in its current shape. So backing off is the safer choice, but it also gives them time to rebuild, and I just don't want to go through the same cycle over and over. I think I can deal with these guys with this group here. Bram, I think, is going to charge in regardless of what happens, so I'm still going to make progress one way or the other. So let me know what you think. Also worth noting that we just saw 2 flashing red dots down there. I don't know where they went, but yeah, there's probably more units in the area. Purple seems to have no end of units in sight, but maybe it's time to just go for it and do the siege anyway. Let me know what you guys think in the comments as to what the next best move is, but I'm going to wrap this one up here. Like I said, my other series is done. That has been going alongside this one. I will not be able to do 2 episodes a week for this series, at least for now, but I think kind of one longer episode is working well for the time being. I have a busy last half of October, so but I do think I can still do at least 1 new episode every week. I'm pretty sure. So I hope you guys are looking forward to those. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next one. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Roderick, Sarah Feingold, and Tibby and Army. Thanks so much, everybody.